As Vanessa has been telling us all morning, it is going to get very cold this week, which means it's a great time for comfort food.
Here to share a few satisfying dishes with us is chef and partner of Upland Restaurant on Park Avenue South here in the city, Justin Smillie. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So you actually grew up, you were born in California, but grew up in Jersey, right?
Grew up in Jersey, in Hunterdon County.
In Hunterdon County. And your influence, tell us about your food influence before we get to the delicious food you brought.
So professionally, it was largely Italian most of my career. I spent a long time working for Jonathan Waxman. But, you know, the garden's always been important since I was a little boy, and my mother always had one, so we just try to keep it fresh.
Fresh ingredients.
All right, so walk us through, because this all looks delicious, and we all know I want to taste it. So
let's start with the salad.
So we have an escargot salad with a little bit of carrot orange, some seeds, some red ball radish, and a little shaker vinaigrette. Some harissa rubbed chicken with some late chicories and a little anchovy powder. Slow roasted Tuscan porchetta with some slow roasted garlic, onion petals, and burnt lemon.
This is going to be finger food.
And then what we want to cook today is going to be the skirt steak, which is rubbed down with black garlic and romesco.
Love skirt steak. Okay, so get us started with this then, because you brought some to show us how you make it.
So we buy outside skirt steaks, and we want to leave as much of the outside fat on as possible.
Okay.
Is there a secret to picking the right steak?
Yeah, good question. I always wonder.
So again, like I like typically heavier steaks as it helps you get like a thicker, crispier kind of bark. And then we rub it with the black garlic so it gets like a really kind of dense, thick crust, almost like barbecue-esque.
Okay, and you have it on high heat, medium high? What are you doing?
So high heat.
Okay.
And basically with skirt steak, it's like you really do want to get that super crispy exterior, and it's not so much like a ribeye where you get that mid-rare in the middle. It's like crispy and then juicy is kind of the goal.
And juicy.
While we sear that, can you walk us through a little bit of how you prepared these other meats that we're looking at?
So this is really, like the escargot salad is really easy. It's basically a soft-boiled egg, a little chopped anchovy, some garlic, some good champagne vinegar, and good quality olive oil. And then the roast chicken we rub down with a little bit of harissa, which is a North African chili paste. And the Tuscan pork roast porchetta is really the belly of the pork wrapped all the way around the loin.
This looks fantastic.
And you have a book that recently came out, Slow Fires. Tell us about the book, and can we find some of the recipes in there too?
So all of these appear in the book, and Slow Fires is really about kind of like celebrating feasting and project-oriented kind of cooking.
But so many people are so big on cooking fast and getting things done quickly. Why the emphasis on slow?
I mean, because I think, you know, if you're going to spend the time and you want to share a meal with, like, friends and family, then you should take your time. And, like, the active time daily is only about 15 minutes.
15 minutes to make a meal. 15
minutes to start all the process.
To start the process. There we go. Tell us, and this restaurant that you have on Park Avenue South, you've worked in many kitchens throughout your career, but this is the first restaurant that you own, right?
Yes.
Correct. So tell us a little bit about that restaurant and what people can expect when they come by.
So it's the same kind of thread of cooking that I practiced like last part of my career. And when Steve and I started talking about opening Upland, we just wanted it to be like a celebration of simple pleasures.
Well, so what's on the menu there?
This right here, this is a simple pleasure.
It is. Let me try some too.
This is a very simple pleasure.
Can you cut me a piece? Tell us what's on the menu at Upland.
So, I mean, you know, it's a very seasonal restaurant. We'll change 4 times a year and kind of like follow the rhythm of what's happening in Union Square and upstate. And, you know, we really try to celebrate like local producers and artisans.
This is delicious. It's so moist.
So how do we, I mean, is this steak okay? Are we, how long do you let it sit there?
It's doing its thing. So we're going to sear it on high for about 3.5 to 4 minutes until we get the crust, and then we're going to flip it.
And then that's it.
And that's it.
And that's it. And when you put, do you marinate it for a while?
So we marinate it
right before.
So we marinate it with black garlic.
Okay.
And
how do you find black garlic? I've never even heard of that.
Like most Korean markets, Japanese markets will all carry it.
Okay.
And how long do you put it on before you actually put the steak on the grill?
It's about 24 hours.
24 hours. Okay.
And the thing with any marinade is you want to allow it to have time to kind of dry out, because like moisture is going to be the enemy of getting like really crispy and good caramelization.
And steak goes great with good caramelized potatoes as well. How do you get these babies?
So we simmer them first in a little bit of salted water with some aromatics, and then smash them, and then just crisply fry them in a little bit of olive oil.
Well, it looks delicious. It smells delicious. It is delicious. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
We so appreciate it. And to get the details on Justin's recipes, you can head to our website, cbsnewyork.com.